Over the last few months, a lot of stuff has been happening both behind the scenes for me as well as on the public front on both my YouTube and Twitch channels. But a lot of stuff has been also happening in the content creation industry as a whole as well, which I think at this point kind of warrants a new video from us of a more relaxed nature. G'day there once again viewers, this is your mate Kamikaze78 here, and today guys, we're going to have a bit of a chinwag about the channel and the wider content creation industry. And to get the ball rolling guys, the first thing I kind of want to do here today is just say thank you. Thank you for all the support and thank you for making this one of the most exciting years for me as a content creator. There's no denying that 2020 has been a challenge for pretty much all of us, I can imagine, and I will admit things for me have not gone according to plan in many aspects of life, but one area which has exceeded expectations has certainly been the support from you guys and my growth as a content creator this past year. And a big factor to that was the call I made earlier in the year to actually take some time away from my work to keep myself and my relatives safe when the COVID-19 pandemic was starting to become a bit of an issue here in Australia. Now, I have since then returned to working at that job, guys, like I am doing quite well there as well, but I took the time to sort of step away and go, you know what, I need to stay safe, I need to keep my more vulnerable family members safe, so I had a unique opportunity to sort of treat content creation as a full-time job for a few months. And before I took that time off my job, guys, I knew I was going to be okay financially. I did make the assessment that financially I was stable enough to take that time off and still be able to get through the day-to-day without question. But the support you guys showed me during that time with, for example, the launch of our channel memberships, or just by watching the content and, you know, letting the ads play from time to time, or supporting us over on Twitch with subs and stuff like that, that went a long way to help me going through that time, guys. And for that, I can't thank you enough. And I have to again thank everyone who has been a YouTube member at some point or still is to this date, or is even considering doing it at some point in the future. Guys, I really do appreciate all the support that you guys have been showing us. The YouTube live streams that we ran earlier in the year as well were also incredibly successful and is a factor for conversation that we're going to have a bit later in this video as well. But anyway guys, moving on to something we've been doing a bit more recently, I'm sure you've noticed that we've changed up our video's intro as of late. There is a reason for that, guys. It wasn't just a change of creative wisdom per se. There is actually an analytical reason to this, and I figured I'd give you guys a bit of transparency on that. So the original intent behind adding the gameplay highlight at the start of every video was to encourage viewer engagement earlier on in the video. Prior to me adding that, guys, and where I just ran my YouTube intro animation, I guess, a big trend on a lot of the videos I posted was for you guys, the viewers, to skip the first 30-ish seconds of the video to get past the big, you know, intro animation. And look, not gonna lie, it's something that I will tend to do myself whenever I am watching content from another YouTuber that I like. If they run just a standard intro animation for the first 10 seconds of their video, I skip it because I want to get to the meat and potatoes. I already know what that animation looks like. I've already been impressed by it once. I don't need to see it again. So the decision to add the gameplay highlight to the start of every video has been working for us for quite a while now. I have noticed considerable improvements to my analytics for the first 15 seconds of my YouTube videos ever since I initiated it. But fast forward to today, and I kind of wanted to try something new because I noticed once again that the analytics was starting to show people tapering off more aggressively at the start of the video, and part of me wondered why that was the case, and I started looking and thinking, you know what, there's only so many gameplay highlights you could add into the start of a video before they start looking the same over and over again. So I figured we'd get the commentary started from the get-go in every video with a small 30-second piece to entice people to stick around longer. And I feel the videos have been a little bit snappier as a result, and that's also being reflected in the stats for those videos. More of you are choosing to sit through the beginning of a video now, which helps my YouTube algorithm be much happier and recommend it to more people in the long run, which hopefully means more new players to Planetside. I know some of you prefer the old format, I get that, but in a world that is dictated by algorithms like YouTube, I kind of need to stick with where the majority of the stats are directing me. So at least you guys now know why I've made that decision creatively and from an algorithmic perspective. I hope you guys like it. I've been seeing a lot of that feedback in particular, guys, from our YouTube community section, where I put up a thread about a week ago now asking you guys for some community feedback, and I'd love to see some more comments there. I would really love to hear anything you have to say about the videos, where it's about the commentary, about the music choice, about the gameplay, about the color correction, about anything. Let me know what your thoughts are about the videos, and if you've got any feedback, let me know in that community post. It would go a long way, guys, and it would allow for me to sort of help improve the content based off of your direct feedback a little bit easier. And looking ahead, I have some pretty big decisions to make once again as far as our streaming platform is concerned. And I'm sure you guys are wondering, Cammy, why are we having this conversation again? We just had it a couple of weeks ago, maybe even a couple of months ago, and you decided solely that you were going to be streaming on Twitch for the time being. What's happened? Well, I'm sure a lot of you have been hearing about the Twitch DMCA situation. There's no denying that that situation has been a bit crazy, so here's the skinny so far. For those who don't know what the DMCA is, it's essentially the Digital Millennia Copyright Act, which means that if you're posting online content, you can't infringe on copyright, and this DMCA law is what allows, copyright owners to make the act of taking down that content that infringes on copyright law. For a while, playing copyrighted music on live streams on Twitch only really netted your VODs being muted with no further enforcement. It was a price that a lot of streamers, myself included, were willing to pay for better community engagement during live streams. I mean, Twitch also encouraged song request features and actually had a Spotify integration you could add to your channel to make the experience more seamless for your viewers when it came to figuring out what we were actually listening to. And look, a song request feature is just going to breed copyright strikes now because, well, there's actually people out there making DMCA claims on Twitch. Now, just to clarify, guys, DMCAs are hitting the platform at a much more aggressive rate now. Twitch themselves has said that they are honestly shocked as to what was going on, which, let's be honest, you're a multi-billion-dollar company. You should have seen this coming. Anyway, I'm not going to get onto a soapbox of rambling on Twitch today. That's not what this video is for. But now Twitch are recommending things like streamers deleting all clips and highlights that have copyrighted music in them to ensure that these DMCAs don't hit their channel. Only if it were that simple. DMCAs are actually being handed out for deleted clips as Twitch keeps them on record privately in their database, and DMCAs are also being handed out for in-game music, with Twitch's response to this primarily being, well, you better read the game's EULA or mute the game to determine whether or not you're actually allowed to play that music. Now, just to clarify here, guys, in-game music, particularly in-game music that has been licensed from a third party to be used in that game, typically doesn't carry a license for broadcasters like streamers to broadcast that exact song to their audience. You still need a broadcaster license, which are mighty expensive, and is what allow radio stations to actually broadcast stuff without copying a DMCA themselves. So, for example, in our Red Dead Redemption 2 playthrough we did live on stream, when the third-party music came on in the game, I would have had to have muted my game on stream, or just pray to God that I didn't copy DMCA at the time, or read the EULA of the game to check to make sure that I had the licensing rights to actually broadcast that song. Not exactly the prettiest of solutions, especially considering Facebook Gaming have given their partners a universal license for streaming any music that's been copyrighted on the platform. We're starting to see a bit of a comparison here as to how platforms are handling the DMCA situation. And just because things aren't wacky enough yet, some people are getting DMCA'd on Twitch for fucking source audio in games, like siren effects. There are companies who own these siren effects claiming DMCA strike takedowns on Twitch streamers. It's a system that's completely broken right now, and it appears that even if you do all the right things now, it doesn't seem to have that great an impact. You could still get 3 DMCA strikes on Twitch and suddenly lose your channel entirely. I mean, hey, some guy got a DMCA takedown notice on Twitch a couple of days ago for doing a cooking stream and using a blender in that stream, and Twitch's system picked it up as a Skrillex album. Like, how volatile is this system right now? That's the point I'm trying to raise. And as a result, this has got me seriously considering, despite what we said in a video about 2-ish months ago, switching to YouTube for streaming exclusively. I mean, don't get me wrong, guys, Twitch is still miles ahead as far as community features are concerned, but as far as safety and knowing that the hours that I'm putting into that platform are concerned, it's so volatile right now. Like, I could very well be streaming on Twitch and have 3 DMCA takedowns hit my channel all at once for content that I've already deleted and already archived as per Twitch's instructions, and still just lose all that hard work for nothing. The risk factor on Twitch right now is just so high, and it's a risk I'm not sure I'm willing to take at the moment in favor of the better features that they have on that platform right now. And guys, just to clarify, if we do end up switching over to YouTube for live streaming, I am planning on working on some plans to ensure that streams don't clog up the YouTube feed. I'm probably going to end up moving all stream VODs to an unlisted playlist, just full of stream VODs that people can go ahead and watch if they choose to do so at a later date. It's just one of those things, guys, it's going to take me a while to work out. But right now, I am on holiday with Mrs. Kamikaze. That's why you guys are going to see very light videos this week. And when I get back, I'll hopefully have a bit of a clearer head in regards to this. Twitch may have made some changes over the week, and we'll go from there. But yeah, guys, that's kind of everything I wanted to go over and touch base on now. Big thanks again to everyone who's been supporting the channel, guys. I do appreciate it, guys. I hope you can bear with me this week while I am on a bit of a leave with Mrs. Kamikaze down at the coast. That said, though, we are keeping contact in the Discord, so feel free to drop a line in there, say good day, join the community, and yeah, guys, get hanging out. It'd be great to have you guys in there as well. As always, guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video, whether it be for the content or for the actual gameplay, whatever it is, guys. Backhand the like button, helps me out a lot with the YouTube algorithm and all that. And as per always, guys, it's been a pleasure. Take care, guys. Have a good one, and I'll see you guys all when I get back for Chapter 2 of the Planetside 2 campaign.